Welcome back, trainers. So Raikou Raid Day has officially been announced. This is pretty exciting. First time these shiny beasts are going to be introduced into Pokemon Go. I'm going to be going over counters, the best ones you want to use, as well as a little information here and there, like 5 free raid passes when you do spin 5 different discs at gym stops. I don't know if it's going to be a tier 4 or tier 5 raid at this point, but we've seen legendary raids dropping down to tier 4s when they do this kind of few hour period and releasing them, and every single gym will become that legendary raid. So just keep that in mind. It may drop down and not be as difficult as before. And with that said, let's go ahead and hop into the information that you want to know about Raikou Raid Day. Okay, so before we get into Raikou's stats and all that stuff, let's give you the information you want to know, because I know a lot of you do come to my channel because I get straight to the point, in which that's what we're going to do right now. This image is going to be by a Leak Duck, so I will be leaving a link to their Twitter in the description. Always welcome these nice images that show things plain and simple here. So regarding the bonuses, we'll go over that here in just a moment. But for the Raikou Raid Day, when is that going to be happening? Well, it's going down June 29th at 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. your local time. So it's going to be several hours. You're going to get 5 free raid passes, also with the opportunity to run into a Shiny Raikou. So get your people together, get excited, because this in fact is going to be the best electric attacker in the game. And not only that, wouldn't it be nice to have a shiny variance as well? And if you have a lucky friend and you didn't get the best IV shiny, possibly you can do that trade and, well, cut that Stardust in half, and then you're going to have a beautiful golden background on top of that golden shiny. So aside from the Raikou Raid Day, for the bonuses, that's all going to be going down Tuesday, June 18th at 1 p.m. PDT, lasting until Tuesday, June 25th at 1 p.m. PDT. We're going to be getting ×2 candy, and then guaranteed 1 rare candy per raid. I mean, that's a little bit, come on, underwhelming. Can we get like 5? That'd be pretty nice. And then half distance for the hatch eggs, ×2 hatch candy. So that is looking pretty nice there. Make sure you have a star piece on, and hopefully you can hatch yourself something rare, possibly a Gibble, because guess what? You're definitely going to be needing it for what's to come, for the counter specifically going up against Raikou here. So with that said, trainers, now let's go ahead and go over the counters and see what we have going on. Alright, so we are over here on Pokebattler right now. I will be leaving a link in the description, which I highly urge you to go check them out. Very good place to get all your information for PvP top meta list, as well as your best counters and every single bit of information you need to know. Look at it, tells you how many Garchomps you need to use, as well as the movesets. So pretty awesome site. So let's go over this right now. And before, number 1 would have been Groudon with Mudshot and Earthquake. And as you can see, time to win, 813 seconds. And if we look at the Garchomp at the number 1 spot, oh yeah, coming in number 1. Very rare to have, but if you do have one of these maxed out, yeah, you're going to be looking pretty good regarding these Raikou raids. Time to win for the Garchomp is the same. It's slightly slower by a couple of milliseconds, but if we take a look at how many Garchomps it does take, it's going to be 15. Then if we look at the Groudon, it's going to take 18. Therefore, you're going to be able to possibly stay in that raid longer if you have a raid trade going and you're far away from the raid and you are almost fainted out. The Garchomps are going to help you to stay in that fight longer, so you don't lose that possible, shiny that it could have been. And if you're thinking to yourself, what do you mean in a car raid? Well, people do these raid trains and they drive off. And once they start driving off, after they start attacking it, you can continue on as long as you don't faint out and go into the catch screen, and you should be good to go. And Garchomp is going to enable you to last that much longer, right? And if we take a look at any other counter, Garchomp is going to be the one that takes the least amount of them. Now, I don't know how many people out there have a bunch of Garchomps maxed out. Personally, I have 2 Garchomps, 1 maxed out and 1 in the Great League, so I'm looking pretty good. As a matter of fact, I maxed it out today. I was going to make the power up video, but all this other information came out regarding the new cup for July and a few other things as well as this. So the moves that you're going to want on your beast shark here is going to be Mudshot and Earthquake, right? And the reason why it's going to be lasting so long is because it is going to be both dragon and ground type, both of those resisting electric moves. Therefore, it's going to be lasting longer in the fight. And then if we look at Groudon, you should have a few of those. If you do, you're going to be looking good. You don't need to really worry about the Garchomp. I understand those are extremely rare. Mudshot and Earthquake on that. Then if we go down, we have Mamoswine, which is going to be taking 23 of those with Mudslap and Bulldoze. So from the community day, if you have a few of those powered up, unfortunately, if you don't have a secondary move purchased, you're going to have to TM that to get Bulldoze or at least purchase secondary move there. And then we have Rhyperior. Really like that Pokemon a lot. The design always looking good. Can't wait for that shiny to come into the game. We have Mudslap and Earthquake. It's going to take 20 of those. Then if we go down, we have Rhydon with Mudslap and Earthquake. It's going to take 24 of those. And it's looking pretty alright. I mean, yeah. It's a Rhydon. Then we have Donphin with its new Mudslap move, or at least newly added, kind of. It's been out for about a month or so, right? And then we have, Mudshot or Mudslap and Earthquake on the Donphin. And then if we go over to the Nidoking, which, guys, I have somebody who's going to hook me up, and I'm going to give him a weather boosted Groudon. I'm going to be getting a Fury Cutter and Nidoking. I'm so excited for this. Because Fury Cutter charges moves so fast, Earth Power is going to be extremely good. And guess what? It's going to be for the Great League. I'm not going to be maxing it out for this because I have all those Groudons and other ground attackers. So, get hyped for that. Possibly PvP in the future, testing it out. So if you do have a, maxed out Nidoking with Fury Cutter and Earthquake, that is also going to be a great option. It's going to take 36 of those. So take note of that. Then we have Rayquaza, which is going to use Dragon Tail and Outrage. It's going to take quite a few of those. Now, that's just a high DPS, and that is why it's on this list, surpassing some of these other ground-type Pokemon here. And then we have Golem with Mudslap and Earthquake. All right. And then Hippowdon with Fire Fang and Earth Power. All right, that's pretty interesting there. Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage. That Outrage is going to be a Community Day move. So if you're trying to TM your current one, trying to get Outrage for some reason for this raid, don't waste your time. You're just not going to get it because, well, you're only getting it on that special Community Day. Then we have Palkia with Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor. And as you see, the list goes on here. Mewtwo, Confusion, Shadow Ball. Oh yeah, that Confusion. No Psycho Cut, please. And then we have Flygon, Mudslap, and Earthquake. Gastrodon, East and West, Mudslap, and Earth Power. Dragonite, Swampert, Dialga, Rampardos, because Rampardos it's like one of the highest DPS outputting Pokemon, period. It doesn't really matter what it's going up against unless the moves are resisted. Nidoqueen and Roserade and such. All right. Ending it off with Doug Trio. All right. So yeah, definitely don't want to use that. Things going down quick. So your best counters: Garchomp, Groudon, Mamoswine, Rhyperior, Rhydon, and Donphin. All right. Pretty much just teetering down at Donphin there. After that, everything is kind of just not really doing too much. Golems, yes, are going to be pretty good, actually. Mudslap and Earthquake, seeing they have it has a double ground move. The Hippowdon could have been good, but unfortunately does not have a ground quick move, so it is falling a little behind there. Everything else is just high damage output, and then they have a few ground types in here because, well, they're doing super effective damage there. So looking pretty good. Happy to see Garchomp coming in here as the #1 counter towards this. Because a lot of people were worried, okay, what is Garchomp actually going to be good for? It's getting outperformed by the other dragon Pokemon. Well, now you know. It's going to be a dragon and ground type, and both of those are going to be resisting electric, and now it is going to be able to shine in this aspect going up against electric Pokemon. So I'm very excited for that. And thank you, PokeBattler. And like I said, I will be leaving a link in the description for you to go and check them out. All right, now we're over here on the Go Help. Let's go ahead and take a look at Raikou and see what we have going on. It's going to be a pure electric type. Max CP, 3,452. Attack, 241. Defense, 195. And stamina, 207. We're also going to be going over 100% IV. So electric Pokemon are only going to be weak to ground, resisting electric, flying, and steel types. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. And I have another concern regarding Shadow Ball. Oh, yeah. So 100% IV. At the raids is going to be 1972, 100% IV. And then weather boosted under rainy weather is going to be 2466. 2466 under rainy weather boost, 100% IV. Normal, 1972. Now, my concern about the moves here. All right, we already knew before it was going to be having only electric type moves. Therefore, Garchomp is going to be in the safe and able to last a long time. But there's a little twist here, and I'm not too sure how this is going to work because we haven't seen Raikou return into the raids ever since it did receive that new move, Shadow Ball. Right, so are we going to see that actually having the move? Very interesting, in which case Garchomp is going to be taking neutral. All the ground type Pokemon are going to be taking neutral damage. Therefore, you're not going to be lasting as long as you would have possibly if it had, say, Thunder, Wild Charge, or Thunderbolt. So that is something to take note of. Also, is it going to learn a new move? Is it going to learn Thunderfang possibly? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Therefore, giving it 3 quick moves. Currently, right now, what you are going to want to have on it is going to be Thunder Shock. If we were able to drop these in gyms, Volt Switch would have been ideal, but you can't drop legendaries in gyms, so Thunder Shock and Wild Charge is what you want. If you do play PvP, you're going to want to go with Thunder Shock, Wild Charge, and then Shadow Ball for a bit of coverage there if they try to wall you with a possible ground type Pokemon or even grass type, because grass types do resist electric moves. So something to take note of. It may have Shadow Ball, it may not, who knows, but there you have it, guys. And with that said, trainers, I'd like to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and this kind of content, please give the video a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. I know you want to see my face more, but I'm not going to be doing that in every single video. I know you enjoy it, so I'll keep continuing to bring that every once in a while. I look forward to that one probably tomorrow, as well as the power of Garchomp. I wanted to kind of incorporate it with this video, but I wanted to kind of go back to the old style of doing the power up, going up against a gym, and then taking it to a few raids to see how well it does perform. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I'm spoiling the max CP already, but I just wanted to show you here because I'm quite happy for this. Now, if we go over to my Pokemon really quick, let's look up Garchomp. Right, Garchomp. I do have 2 of them. So I do have one for the Great League with Dragon Tail and Outrage, and then we have this one here, Mud Shot and Earthquake. And big shout out to Paraquar. He's actually going to be in my video tomorrow featuring these Garchomp Pokemon, so look out for that. Anyways, with that said, trainers, thank you for watching yet again, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.